guys, welcome to the channel. Today I got a surprise. Look at this. We got Dan and the crew. And where did you come from?
Pennsylvania.
All the way from over there to bring me an engine.
York, Pennsylvania.
Huh. And you're next, but we'll talk about you in another video.
Oh, okay.
So here's his engine. What's cool about this engine, it came out from a 23 Apex. One of those slow ones.
Yeah.
So here's the engine. It's hurt. Oh, hey, look at the bright side. At least the rod didn't come out the side.
That's for sure.
It's on. Well, we don't even. It lost a little bit of compression. Yeah. We also got another engine that she didn't want to see in the garage anymore. So we're gonna take this apart and see what surprise we got on this, because you don't know what's wrong with this engine.
Nope.
Now this is an 05, so let's see what we can save from that engine. And of course we're gonna fully build this engine completely, and you guys are coming along. Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Here we go with another exciting episode. Today we're gonna be doing these three motors here. Starting with this one, we're gonna see what happened to each one of these motors. That one is a fully built motor, supposedly, I don't know. This one, it's an 05 unknown, it's supposed to be good. And this one, the owner say he was going and it didn't go no more. One of those, we'll see why it didn't want to go no more. And then he started and went tick tock, tick tock. You know what that means. Let's dig him up, put him on Frankenstein and see what makes him tick. All right, overview of this motor. Everything looks fine all the way around, except for that beautiful supercharger. Uh-oh, what happened here? Well, of course I know what happened. The supercharger failed. It failed? Fell down or fail? That's one of those words for me. I think what happened, supercharger bearings went out. Now there's a common reason why these motors, that one of the most important reason, I keep saying it, you gotta change the oil. Especially when you do stuff to the jetski and it's faster and faster and faster, the oil is very, very important. And people don't change the oil enough. And then you have gas mixed with the oil, and the viscosity of the oil, that's a big word for me. The viscosity of the oil goes away. And then what do you get? You start blowing stuff. The bearings go bad, you spin a bearing, the bearings on the superchargers go bad, and then people are like, oh, I don't know what happened. Well, I know what happened. So let's take this apart and see what we got. So here we go. There's no bearings in there. So this whole thing is done. It's trash. What we gotta do is just take this motor apart, clean it up, might as well put new bearings and everything in it, and put it back together, and he needs to get a new charger. Now, this motor, if you guys notice, has been in my shop for like 3 years. This is my buddy's motor. You know how it goes. Family and buddies motor. They always left for later. That's what happened to this motor. It just been here for a long time, longer than what it should have been. So let's take it apart and fix it for Manny. This is Manny's motor. All right, took the cover off, the water pump cover, and this is all right. I mean, it's a little corroded, but it's not too bad. It's expected, you know, from open loop system. I don't see like really fine metals. That tells me that the motor is good. It's just whatever was in the supercharger. Yeah, see, the oil's good. Okay, the oil's good, so that tells me that there's no bearing damage in this motor. Probably just stuff from the supercharger. So we probably had to clean. We'll see unless we get a surprise. Now, throughout this video, I'm gonna tell you guys to pay attention and see if you can figure out what I'm trying to tell you. We'll see you at the end of the video. We got some metal here. This is part of the supercharger. And then over here in the PTO cover, of course, we are going to have some metal too on the front oil pump. Here it is. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn over the motor and we're gonna take off the case and see what else we got in there. Not much came out of here. We gotta see. I also gotta talk to the customer and see if he wants me to tear the whole motor apart or he just wants me to just take the bottom part off, clean it, and put it back on. See, those are all questions. It can get costly when you have to take the whole motor apart, but it also depends on what I find. All right, so as we can see, got springs and retainers, and this cam is messed up. As you can see right there, it's completely messed up. This one here, this one too, and this one. Somehow the metal got here and the cam is no good. Let's see what surprise we get when we take the head off. The cam is definitely damaged and it's not one of mine. You can tell right there. Right here. Yeah, I just wouldn't, you can tell right there, I just wouldn't put this cam back on. This is trash. So cam is trash. We're gonna take out the head, see what else we got. All right, let's see what surprises we're gonna get. Actually, it's not too bad. This is not bad at all. I mean, it's really bad on the... It's actually not. It's just dirty. Because this is an open loop jetski, but the cylinder walls are good. Little rusty here, but that's okay. It's actually pretty good. If I can spin it... Yeah, this is actually really good, this motor. It's perfect. Now, as far as the head goes, all the valves, they're factory valves, but they look good. Nothing has touched the pistons or anything. Little corrosion, that's okay. I mean, they're factory valves, they're always gonna corrode a little bit. That's why I recommend my one groove, which are stronger than the factory valves. Factory valves are triple groove. The single groove is a lot stronger, and they're stainless steel. In stainless steel intake, like you can see right here, how they're all rusty. Mine are stainless steel, not like this one. The exhausts are Inconel. Much better valves than this. You wouldn't see this with my valves. Throw in a commercial. What do you know? Everything looks good so far. All right, got all the bolts out. Now, you pay attention now. Took everything out. It's perfect. This motor is completely perfect. All the bearings are good. The rods are good. They're not discolored or anything. All the bearings look good. So basically what I'm going to do to this motor is I'm going to clean it, take it apart, continue taking it apart, clean it, and put new bearings on it, new supercharger, and give it back to the client. So that's what we're gonna do.
Many hours later.
Guys, look at this! Disaster! This is like 4 hours later from the last scene you saw me. I had to go to the hospital. Look at this. I was trying to get the motor out and I grabbed it through here and it flipped around, and somehow one of these guys here, very sharp, cut my arm. And the thing is, it was a cut that was wide, so you can, it was like spread and you can see all my veins. So I had to go to the hospital and they put the skin back and they stitch it. So now they're telling me I should take it easy for a few days. So I'm not gonna have an episode. I can't believe this. It's been years. No, not year. It's been a while I haven't missed a episode. Look at this. Oh boy. So I guess I'll see you guys next week.
4 to 6 days later.
Alright guys, I'm back. It's been 4 days because of my arm. Now it's cold, so I am not going to sweat. So that's a good thing. I can go back to work. Now, talking about this engine, remember, I'm putting this engine back because the supercharger blew up. Now, of course, the timing chain, even though it looks good, this is trash because the supercharger's right here and it came apart. So those metals came in between the chain and the gear right here. And you should inspect all this tooth on the crank, make sure that because on the past when that happened, I seen tooth missing on the crank, and of course gotta get a new crank. On this time is good, but I do not trust the timing chain. A chain. So what we're gonna do, it's trash show, baby. We got a new chain. We're gonna put it back on. All the bearings look good. I'm going to replace the bearings. It makes no sense, my opinion, putting this motor back with the same bearings. For what? We're already here and they're cheap. About $200 you can put all your bearings brand new. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put this baby back on. At least the short block, we're gonna put it back on, put it to the side, because I send out the head for this motor to the machine shop. We gotta wait on that. And we're gonna continue doing our video. We still got 2 more motors to take apart and see what happened to them. All right, we're done with that motor. Now, next is gonna be this motor. This is a 260 motor. We're gonna take the starter off so we can put our little engine stand from Frankenstein. And we're gonna check everything out. Check out the supercharger. Oh, that doesn't sound too good. Oh, because it's off. Never mind. Anyway, let's put it on the stand and see what happened. Well, guys, we didn't go far. I took out the starter and look at that. That, my friend, it's a rod. We got a hole in the block. Well, maybe the head is good. Let's take it apart and see what we can salvage and what is trash. Alright, took out the supercharger, as you know, expected. This is South Florida. This is the way they look. Oh yeah, it needs to be rebuilt. Yep, but not bad at all. We rebuilt it and it's a good supercharger. Clean it up, paint it, and should be good to go. Well, we have a little mess here. Flywheel looks like it's good, but this is really rusty. And in here too. Look at that. All of this is rusty here. Yeah, I don't know about the flywheel. Over here is really rusty. This gear, a lot of people don't know that, but the gear with the supercharger needs to be in perfect condition, or you're gonna have issues. So I don't know about this flywheel. We'll see. We keep taking it apart, but definitely water damage on this motor. And you can see it over here and in here. Let's see what we got. Okay, not bad at all. Man, it's a shame that this block is ruined because there's no water damage here. This is actually a good bore, but it's messed up. You can tell the piston here how this is the piston that hit, and it hit the head right here. But I'm assuming the head is good. Bend valves, of course, we know that. But the head might be good. We gotta check it, send it to the machine shop and check it. Now, let's see what we got on the bottom. All right, oil pump, as expected, you know, a little bit of trash in there. But man, I almost couldn't take it out. Look at all the rust right in there. And then if we look in here, you know, this is all metal. All right, let's take this out and see what we got. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see the destruction. Oh, nice! Look at that! Whoa! Here's a bolt. Hey, maybe we can reuse this one. Wow! Yeah, this is huge. Wow, that's a lot of damage. It's part of the rod. It completely disintegrated the rod. Wow, that is crazy. Look at the rust stuck in there. All right, so it looks like maybe, if this is not too rusty, maybe the flywheel is good. The magneto is really rusty, maybe it's good. This rod with that piston and this one are probably gonna be good. It looks like everything else is trash. This is trash, because I know already when they're marked like this, they're bent. I already wasting my time going to the machine shop and put them on the lathe, and they're bent. So I know for sure this is trash. Throw it out. Yep, so that's what we got. This piece here for the starter, this is good. That's about it for this motor. Pretty much everything else is trash. I wonder what happened here. Let me dig a little bit farther and see if we can figure out what happened. Which one came first, the chicken or the egg? All right, looking at the timing chain, it's rusty. So this timing chain, definitely not good. And it's because when they rust like this, they get pitted. And this material is so hard that if there's a little pit, a little crack on it, it will break. So I've seen plenty of timing chains like this that they get a little rusty and they break after people use them. If the jetski sits for a while, when the timing chain breaks and I take the motor apart, I noticed that it was rusty. So note that. Note to self. And as far as this goes, who knows? Who knows the story in this? I did notice that one of the piston, the ring is a little seized up. So it looked like it had water at one point. Maybe got water in it. It hydrolocked the motor and it broke the rod. Maybe, I don't know. I can't see anything else. This is really a shame, but hey, what can we do? This is done. Let's move on into the next motor. Now we're gonna move on into the next motor. Now you pay attention now. All right there. Told you pay attention. All right, so my neighbor. Supercharger. Supercharger looks completely stuck. These are the washers to break. They were better in 2008 and up. These are 2007 and down. These are the ones that break. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, you have to rebuild it. If you want to use this supercharger, you have to rebuild the whole thing. I mean, you can use probably just the casings and the impeller. That's about it. Anyway, let's move on. All right, next we are going to take the PTO cover off and see what surprises we get. All right, let's start taking off the PTO cover. Well, so far from being a good motor, look at this. We got chocolate milk. Oh boy. I wasn't expecting that. He did tell me it was a good motor. He thought wrong. Well, we'll see. Oh. I broke it, now I own it. Come on! Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. Oh, you know what? I don't see any metal, so that's a good thing. Keep it there so it drains. Now you see there's no metal so far, just chocolate milk. All right, well, let's continue. All right, doesn't look like it's too bad. I mean, hey, someone was in here. There's no bolts, but I don't see any water damage up here, so that's a good thing. All right, well, look at this. I think he told me that he lost a keeper for his brand new 23 when they were doing the springs and retainers, and they took it off this motor. If my memory serves me right, I think that's what happened. So the valve's still here. So, well, already took the bolts off of this. We're gonna take out the cam, take out the head, and see what we got. Now, you pay attention now. Well, it looks like someone stripped one of the bolts. Interesting. Now we gotta do some magic here, some science, and see how we can get this out. That's gonna be interesting. Let's take the head off. Huh. This is way too clean. Wait a minute. Brand new head gasket. The pistons was clean. Huh. I got a feeling someone was here trying to make this motor work. And maybe they changed their mind. Let me think. Yeah, definitely someone cleaned this motor. Let's rotate it and see what we got. There's some scoring here. It's not a perfect motor. I don't know if you can see it. In here, you see the little lines. Definitely not a perfect block. This cylinder is better. This cylinder has some scoring here on this side. This motor definitely needs to be honed or probably rebuilt, because from what I see here, I don't like it too much. All right, well, let's see what we got on the bottom. All right, we took all the plugs out, everything is out, all the bolts are out. I hope you are paying attention. Hope you're paying attention. All right, let's see what we got under this baby. All right, not bad. I mean, yeah, there's water in there mixed with the oil. You can see right here on the crank, you see how the crank looks terrible. That's because it had, the crank was probably in this position right here, and it was filled up with water. This rod might be something going on in there, because there's rust in there. But overall, not bad. Let's take the caps off the rods and see what we got. Remember, guys, when I said that the middle piston was, look at this. I had to hold it because it wants to fall down. So that means there's a lot of wear on the piston. Check this out. I had to hold it. It wanted to fall in. Oh, look at that. Look at this. It's just, if you let it go, it's like whoop. Yeah, there's a lot of wear. Oh, look at that. No wonder. So yeah, definitely have water. All the piston rings are seized up except for the first one. So they all like this. So that's why. This motor, at one point, water came, I'm guessing water came from the top. I'm guessing maybe broke down and they haul it. The water comes back through the exhaust, went through the head, then eventually find itself on the bottom of the motor, and that's why everything looks rusty, and explains why the piston rings are rusty. All right, let's keep taking it apart. Overall, we didn't do too bad. Even when you think that the motor is no good, you still have some parts that you can use. I hope you guys notice and pay attention that I got a haircut. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe so we can grow the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Supercharger. ¿Será posible? Supercharger. Holy moly! I can't even keep a straight face. Howdy there, partner. Where's my horse? Let me go get my horse. Hold on. This has been a heck of a video, let me tell you. Trying to keep a straight face. All right, here we go. Is my mustache straight? All right, here we go. All right, guys. You know what the problem is? That this damn camera, this GoPro, they got a screen on the front of the camera, and I can see myself. All right, take 10. All right, guys. So here we go. I'm gonna have to roll with this. All right, guys. Here we go. Let's see what surprises we got under. I can't even find my words. This is what I do for you guys. My barber comes to me. This is behind the scenes. Yes, my barber comes to my shop. This guy's awesome. He comes to me.